What are we doing?
What do you mean, what are we doing? So
We
today
don't even have the sign on. What are we doing?
Oh, shit. The sign on. I mean, Tom is he lives here. He could have it all prepped. But no, I came in here. I turned the lights on. I turned the cameras on. I got memory cards in. We got all the stuff done. You know. Oh, here she goes. Bingo. There it is. Now we're official. Like a referee with a whistle. So, now today I'm just flying around. Got a little work done this morning.
Who cares?
I've got.
Who gives a rat's ass? You did nothing.
No, I
now
didn't
look,
do nothing.
What are we doing? Okay? People out there.
Let's talk about. Did you like the Crabbin episode that Matt Mathews put out?
I feel like they left out a lot of funnies.
You think so?
There was a lot of funnies they left out.
I mean, there was too many funnies to get everything in a 20-minute episode.
I do like seeing how unimportant we are. And you know, like, I mean that in a good way, to see, like, you know, how much they're working and how we really are there just to help, you know, even though we are associates, I could say, but we are there to provide, you know, the ability to create content.
We're the muscle.
We are the muscle.
Yeah.
And until we keep getting up that muscle ladder, eventually we'll be more inclusive. So
That's okay.
I like it because
Dude,
it is the beginning of when you would look back like 5 years, like, man, remember when we took them out on the boat, like that first session, you know?
Yeah.
So it's nice to know, like, that's happening right now. I'm not asking for instant success. I don't even want it. I want to, like, earn it up the ladder. So it's nice to know, like, you know, when you're watching the video, like, I'm mostly in the background because you're driving the boat and telling them what to do. I'm literally there just to catch, like, little things that they're not doing. Like when Kale's almost getting bit by a crab, I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like just the little things.
Kale got pinched more by a crab that morning than I have done my entire life.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you what. If you were to meet what do they call it? Like a personality, like a YouTube personality or something, whatever.
Influencer?
Yeah. She definitely dives right in.
No, she's all in for sure.
There's one thing I do like about her as meeting like a famous person. She's not very like, she's very her. And first off, she's very nice and she's very helpful and she's very like, what you see is what you get. And, but
very
in a way,
what you see is what you get.
And in a way, she's willing to just jump in. I really like that about her.
No, she's a real one. That's for sure.
She's real.
And I think a lot of people wonder, like, yeah, is she really like that? Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
She is really like that. There was nothing unnatural about that episode. That even so, you look at like when we recorded it, you know, when the recording was happening as we were there crabbing throughout the morning, it was just, this is what we're doing. And there happens to be cameras and mics there.
Yeah.
And there was no script. There was no, we're going to make this happen. I mean, it would have been exactly the same had there been no cameras and no mics there.
Isn't it funny how you talk and I talk professionally right now? Let's go off a little bit. How you talk and I talk professionally as a camera in a podcast, but it's not how we would. I mean, who cares? It's just funny listening to you. I'm like, damn, Jerry's doing a really good job of talking into the mic, being very professional. I'm like, you know, sometimes you're sitting here, but you're not like really. You're noticing like, man, we've come a long way. So I also like with them is that, you know, maybe moving forward, you see how, like, maybe next time with another person, we do like, how much do you want us to be involved? You know, we're nobodies, right? Even, you know, Matt looked at our Instagram and was like, that's cute. You know, like, so, you know, ask him like, how much do you want us to banter, be a part of? Because I don't want to, I mean, if you want to go funnies to funnies, like, I'll get the fuck in there and be funny. Like, you know what I mean? I can make the sideshow real quick.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be polite and, like, let them do their job. Because you can see, like, they're getting filmed. It is about them. It's not about us. This ain't the moment where we're going to, like, we slid in there, like, you know. So what happened was exactly what I was expecting. Once it was edited, I expected it to be very much those two, which it was. I did think they left out some like funny parts.
I think you can't have everything though. There was stuff.
You know, for a 20-minute video, I thought they could have put in. I mean, especially if you're trying to be funny with a comedian, I think there were some more funnier moments that they could have got in there. But also, I saw like, I think maybe once you're just used to editing, they're not all special. And like I'm just thinking about it more because it was my experience with him, but those two are with him every day, so it's just like another thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is cool to watch that. You like how you got that deep breath, and I took that away from him. He rose up, getting ready to jump in. That's like the universe sign for a human about to jump in after what you say. And I took it from him, and I'm still riding it the fuck out.
I was going to say I am gonna crab next week. Can you come?
Yeah,
and and if you want to crab and record, you want to record a crabbing episode.
Yeah.
We could do that.
I was thinking about, and it's funny you say that because I was going to go to Carlisle's today to finish out the baskets today. And, and I actually need a crab basket. I'm going to grab one of those.
Yeah, get a plastic one.
Get a plastic one.
I mean,
they last longer, probably.
They do last longer. I like the old school ones because I just like the old school feel of an old school wooden bushel basket. But
that water is just going to.
You're going to get 2 summers max out of it. You know, and honestly, if you use them a lot, you won't even get that.
Yeah.
The plastic ones are nice, though, because they're forever.
I'll grab one of those, but I want to get it done today because I told Candace last night, I was like, hey, by the way, I want to make sure we're like after work because she's done by 3. I could slide out a lot of times by 3, you know, once every.
I'm talking middle of the day. Drop the kids off, we go.
Yeah, well, I was talking by myself.
By
give
yourself.
me some space here.
All right, no. You're not doing shit by yourself.
Yeah, I was after school going crabbing, like go to Woodland real quick, take the family. And then also we want to start hitting Eastern Maryland before it starts getting dark at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Here we go. Tom's fucking phone.
That's shit. That's shit.
So something else I'm going to get some footage of this week I'm pretty excited about is alligator hunting down in South Carolina. So,
do you need stuff? I have that. You need anything from me to help film?
No. Oh, I do want to take your other GoPro.
Yeah, I got the other one.
Thank you for reminding me that. I need your other GoPro. So yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow morning, driving down to the dirty South.
Welcome back to Dude Dad's podcast, where today Jerry is going to be doing some alligator hunting.
Is that what we should do?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we're just going to get a bunch of raw footage. I'll put it together, see what happens. Hopefully, I have all my limbs when I come back.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, so.
Are you going to hand line that thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Fishing poles and hand
Don't wrap it around the hand?
No.
Just kind of.
Good God, no.
I'm very curious to see how much that will burn.
So I've watched a couple of videos. That's the extent of my alligator.
Oh, you turn on
knowledge,
swamp people?
Mainly YouTubers because I like to see the real shit.
Yeah.
And there's people that have held on to ropes with the alligator hooked on the other end, and it's burnt right through the glove.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like rope burn right down to the skin through a heavy leather glove.
I could imagine, yeah.
I can't, yeah. So if you're talking like a 10-foot alligator that probably weighs 300 pounds, something like that, right? Like 250, 300 pounds. Yeah. That's just a pissed off piece of muscle.
I didn't know if you want to be caught with gloves on or you want to go with the hands.
I'm all about protecting my limbs and digits.
Yeah, see?
You know what I'm saying?
Are you going to skin?
We're not.
Bone?
Somebody else is.
I think you should film all that. I think we should start getting a full completion to you eating the alligator here. Sharing it with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full circle.
So here's the thing.
That's the videos we need, a full circle videos.
So we've got 2. Let me see that phone.
That's everybody trying to. Now they want to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get a hold of me an hour ago when I was fucking ready. I was on. By the way, like I said, there's a few people in my life who can call me very early. I was in the shower at 6 this morning on the phone with Lou.
On the phone in the shower?
On the phone.
Were you touching your wiener?
Oh, yeah. I mean, how else do you call it 6 a.m.?
Yeah.
You got to tug off the dust, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't get the morning. I don't get the boogers. You know, I get the. She flies down.
Oh, okay.
Touches me.
What the fuck?
Anyway.
So the only thing that's going to suck about the alligator meat is I'm not going to get meat until January. We got 2 days down there. We got 2 days down there. We go to a processor because we're getting the hide tanned, make some belts and wallets, and he won't get the meat until after I'm gone. Unfortunately.
So it's coming by mule? It won't be here to January?
He's bringing it up with him when he comes up here to go waterfowl hunting in January. Bring it up with him.
Okay. Well, guys, stay tuned for January's session of Catching Alligators.
It'll be here before you know it.
Welcome back to Doodads podcast.
Doodads.
By the way, I looked online. Now, when Jerry and I made this name up the doodads. I did not know there's a lot of doodads out there.
But they're a bunch of fucking losers.
Yeah, fuck you guys. All right. Yeah. So there's the one doodad who is funny. Him and his wife are funny.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were a thing.
I'm surprised.
I'm thinking he probably looked one time like, is everybody copying my shit? I'm like, I swear we didn't even know you were there. And then, but I look online and I see like the dude name. It's like there's a lot of crossover. I'm like, damn, I don't know how. It's like as soon as we couldn't find a name, as soon as we found it, then I look back. I'm like, so everybody has that, that same parallel.
Whatever. We're in it now. We're balls deep.
No, it's all good.
We're rolling with it.
Are you checking this? It's like having
fucking
a dad.
Tom.
It's like having a dad on your fucking show. You know what I mean? A lot of rules.
Speaking of dads,
mine's dead.
When are you? Samesies. Oh, you know what's fucked up? So we talked, I think a couple weeks ago about how kids are just, they'll say whatever they want in the most innocent way, but it's like the shit, Yeah. If you had a conscience you really want to talk about. So we're at a main event Sunday, right? Charlotte's birthday. We did all these shopping things. We did a cool little excursion. Essentially what we did was we took Charlotte, we got in the car and we gave her
we got in the car, we went to treatment.
2 note cards, right? Here's 2 folded up pieces of papers. You choose one. Whatever one you choose, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
So she picked one, and so it first was like the first stop where we're going to go. Wawa or Starbucks. She pulled one, opened it up, says Starbucks. Cool, that's where we're going. Go there, do the thing. Then the next one, next 2 cards. And it was like 2 stores that she likes. So she picked one, went to that store. Then we went to this store. And after we got done taking her shopping, she bought some stuff. She had a great day. We went to main event up in Christiana.
I don't know what main event is.
Main event's like a big arcade. They have bowling. They've got all kinds of shit. They got a bar, restaurant in there. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
So Pam and Charlotte go off. They're playing some games. Me and Jerry are playing games. Jerry, he likes to race in games, so he jumps on. After playing a couple, he jumps on a snowmobile game. Like you're riding the snowmobile and you're leaning with it and you're racing.
I think a snowmobile was now.
And as he's riding it, he's doing like flips and jumps and all that. He's like, "Hey, didn't your dad wreck on one of these?" I can't, what, there's a main, I'll make a man upset. That's so fucking good. He's so, it's so innocent about it, you know what I mean? And, so for those of you who don't know, my dad was killed in a snowmobile accident when I was 22. So my kids have never met my dad.
That's such a good fucking, oh my God.
So,
hey, did your dad die on one of these?
He said wreck. He didn't say die. But, it's one of those things where I'm not going to get pissed off at him or get all butthurt about it. He knows, right? And,
this guy's doing dark humor.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he meant it. He meant it in a good way, right?
And you were like, yeah, bitch, so pay attention.
But fucking kids just, they have no filter.
Dude, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm watching the thing too.
That was pretty good.
I'm put it out here. That's cute. That's a good moment.
But
I don't know how many people will understand that and relate to it and probably think maybe I'm a jerk for laughing, but that's a good one.
But let's be honest. At this point, what are you gonna fucking do? I'd rather my kid know.
Yeah.
Who his pup-up was, what happened, why he's not here, all that stuff. And obviously, my son is still doing maniac shit. You know what I mean? He's still out there.
Yeah.
My son rides his dirt bike, rides his four-wheeler. He plays football. He could be a maniac. He's reckless. He wants to ride snowmobiles now. You know what I mean?
So this is part 2 of the lesson.
This is just but I can't not appreciate just the pure, transparent, honesty from a child.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Macon just did something like that too. Nothing like that worth me laughing a bunch about it. But we were in the car and we had there was the day we didn't have school. Mm-hmm. I took him all over the place. We wanted it was funny because he was like, I want to go to a shark store, which is Starboard.
Okay.
Because it's a shark store. He's like, I want to go to a shark store and get pancakes. I was like, yeah, bud, a day you don't have school, we'll go down there and get pancakes.
Is that where you went?
Yeah. So I told Candace that. I was like, when does he not have school? She's like, oh, tomorrow. I was like, okay, that's convenient. So we went down there. It was actually closed because they were doing some construction.
Damn it.
So we went over to my first favorite place is Sunrise.
Okay.
And they got a T-shirt, like the T-shirts. Have a good time there. Then we went also to the condo, went in the pool, which was a little nippy. It was a good nippy, though.
Nice.
We did that. We stopped at the ocean, got in the ocean for a little bit. I showed them the lifeguard station.
Nice.
All this stuff, blah, blah. But we had a good day, and then, like, we were talking about it. He's like, "You're like the best dad." I was like, "Yeah, man." And we're talking. I was like, "Man, I wish." And we gave a high five. I was like, "Man, I wish you could have met my dad." And then he just said, "He already passed away. He already died."
He's all polite.
Yeah, he's like real polite because he understands. He's already died, right? You're like he said it like he's trying to touch. He said it like he's trying to touch on it easy.
He wants to console you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry to hear about your dad.
Yeah, it was. He was like,
sorry to hear about your
passed,
papa.
right?
My,
I was like,
my
yeah.
papa.
I was like, man, I wish you could have met him. You really liked him. But that was a cute little moment. But like you said, part 2, go back. You know, if you're talking to Jerry, we got 2 dead dads, 2 different stories of how they died.
Mm-hmm. Yours
is 2 different ways of like, yours is an accident. I was waiting for mine to happen because I knew one of those two motherfuckers were going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So yours is an accident. You got to explain to Jerry, you know, about snowmobiling and blah, you know, all that. And, you know, you can teach him here today, gone tomorrow, just on a toy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, having fun.
And then you've told that story to Jerry where he doesn't know how my dad died, which I don't know when I would tell him, but I'll tell him the truth.
Yeah.
Which is he died on a heroin overdose.
He's got to be old enough to understand, like, you know.
Yeah. So eventually I will tell him that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like then you have to tell him like just whatever age that is, like what's heroin? Well, it's a drug that will definitely kill you.
Yeah.
And then like doing drugs, so like
yeah.
Then, you got two different marks there, you know.
Yeah.
2 lessons after the fact.
I mean, it comes down to like respecting things, right? Respect your machines or your toys. Respect, you know, I don't want to say respect drugs because, yeah, you shouldn't be using any drugs except for stuff that grows. Yeah, I'm okay with stuff that grows from the earth. Marijuana, mushrooms, just grows like that. There's no recipe.
We talked about this
There's
before.
No diesel
what's
fuel.
Better, a quick death or losing your dad fucking quickly, or you're waiting for this shit to happen. First you got to lose the house, then you got to lose the man he was. You know, then you're looking at like a drug addict. You're like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, I think they're both
screaming at people, stealing shit.
Yeah, I think they're both terrible.
I got crazy stories of this motherfucker stealing shit, fucking like stealing all kind of crazy stories. So you have to slowly lose that person,
or just have the best of the best, and then it's gone in an instant.
So, either way, they both suck.
Yeah, sure does. Oh, way to bring it down, Tom. Thanks a lot.
So today on Doodads,
everybody
podcast,
put down your fun.
I'm going to turn on some My Chemical Romance, and we're going to just think about our past. But that's okay. You know, okay. Thank goodness, as I tell people, thank goodness he instilled the man in me before that shit was going on.
He already raised you. I know. That's what I always say, too.
Yeah, we're good.
Like, did it suck that I was 22, my dad passed away? Yeah, sure, of course. But he already did his work. He did his work. You know what I mean? We just missed out on the friend part. On like having your dad as your buddy.
Yeah, I
missed out on that.
I got a little bit of that. Like we used to we definitely drank a few times, smoked weed together.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that too. You're talking a couple years of, doing some hunting together.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Fishing trips and all that jazz.
Till this day, my mom knows she cannot text me. She will text me if it's like a late phone call or a text, like call me or something like that. She knows she has to put like everything's okay.
Yeah, my mom's the same way. She literally will like, if I get a phone call at an obscure time, and then a text message will be like, everything's okay, just wanted to let you know.
I'm like, I can't, because for years I was waiting. Like when that phone call came just a little bit later, at the 4 a.m. mark, and I fucking knew. I was like, man, this is the one.
Yeah.
And when I picked up the phone and then I didn't hear any talking.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I was like, oh, this one's bad. Who's? So I was waiting to hear who was going to be on the other end.
Which one is it?
Dead.
Yeah. God almighty.
Yeah.
Good God almighty. Anyway, so I had a lot of fun time yesterday going into one of my rentals, and it's trashed.
How bad was it?
It's not. It's honestly not that bad. He's left all his stuff there. So we got a bunch of shit.
Worth value?
I took a tape measure. 12 tape measure. Like, I'm not going to throw away a tape measure.
Well,
Can't too many of them.
I mean,
other than that, no.
It's free guys out there. It's a mobile home, so what do you expect? Good.
Well, that's what I said to my partner. I'm like, honestly, am I really that surprised, or do I care that much? I don't. Somebody's going there today. Actually, John Brandon, who we had on the show, 302 Mud Life, shout out a couple weeks ago. He's going to come check it out, give me a price of cleaning it out for me. So
you're a piece of shit. You see this motherfucker over here? Get off your fucking ass. Put some fucking gloves on that you're going to use down with the alligator.
I filled a trailer yesterday.
And fucking clean this motherfucker out.
Yeah, I filled a trailer yesterday. You know what I mean? But I don't have time.
What are you doing?
I don't have time. I'm going tomorrow, all weekend. I come back, it'll be done.
Conveniently.
I mean.
What timing? You know, what fucking timing?
Son of a bitch.
That's cool. Yeah, clean it out. Have you rented out the, I'm going to start paying attention to, what's it, Flash? Have you started getting the pole barn ready?
Yeah, I've got, waiting for Delaware Co-op to bring out the meter.
Nice. That's very nice of you. So big news out there, by the way, on the reel. If you don't know, we're very close to getting picked up by a management company. So we need you to share it out with your friends and family. We are at, what's it, 9400?
Let's just say we have less than 1,000 downloads to go.
Yes.
Let's just say less than 1,000 downloads to go, and we could join a podcast network.
And then.
Which will help us out.
What that means is I'll be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I will cancel all this. There'll be no more podcasts, and then that's it. And I'll act like I never know anybody anymore. I have a gold cowboy hat. No. We would love that because then we could do more.
Yeah.
The thing is to do more, and then we could, if we could actually make money from the podcast, then we could get into more outdoor stuff. Yeah. The goal is to eventually make this the thing we do, and then we could just be outdoors. So it could be like an outdoor show with podcasting.
It'd be great.
It'd be great. We could give the viewers a lot more, but it's a slow start. Obviously. Yeah.
And we're good with that. Fun. Yeah, it's still fun.
We want people to build up with us. We want people to go, oh, I was watching them when they had 400 views. You know?
Or 4D.
Or 4D.
Or when the first episode, when we propped up a GoPro over there on top of boxes and filmed us way far away, with no microphone.
I can't stop thinking of little Jerry just looking over you on a snowmobile and just be like, nonchalant, like.
He didn't even look over. He would just hammer down, like, didn't your dad wreck on one of these?
Like a bro moment, like,
yeah, man.
Hey, Jerry, like, using your first name.
Oh, God almighty.
Your dad might have been laughing upstairs on that one.
100% my dad would be laughing.
That's a good one, dude.
Yeah, whatever. So I'll throw myself under the bus here. Saturday night,
you farted in public.
We wanted to have a little bonfire at the house. It was a chill night. We had a day of football, open a weekend. It was great weather. We were out of firewood, so I called Tom and I said, "Hey, you at home? You have any firewood at the house?" To which he replied with a slurry, is that the right word, of insults of how I'm not prepared for my family because I don't have firewood stacked up.
Yeah, of course I have wood because I'm a man.
Yeah. I will say, I expected to come here and find a whole bunch of wood split. He just has fucking logs, round logs stacked up that aren't even split, which is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, you got to work out here.
So
what do you think? These are pre-bought?
So what I did was I stole a bunch of his split stuff that he already had. I had to dig deep for it because he's got it buried, kind of hidden. I dug down. I got the split stuff. So once I started the fire and the split stuff got burned, it was nice and hot. Then I was able just to throw the big logs on. Picker. But, man, I appreciate that. We had a great night. The kids made some s'mores. I sat there, sipped on some tequila. Me and Mommy were happy. We had a great night.
Microdose?
And no, I didn't. I just had 2 tequilas.
Yeah. Let
the kids do their thing.
And did you tell them that I provided that moment for them?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I did. Jerry said, "Where'd you get the wood?" I said, Mr. Tom, I had to go steal from Mr. Tom's backyard. So, yeah, he knows.
That's funny.
But, no, it was great. Bonfires
are
this
the best.
time of year.
I just told Macon that we can start doing them in our backyard.
It's such a great time of
year.
She
also, Candace wants to do, we have an inflatable screen.
Oh, yeah.
For movies.
Yeah.
And she's been wanting to do it about the mosquitoes have been terrible. I don't know about now, but at least the last week or two before that, before now, before this present, which will be your future, which will be our past looking back. Isn't that crazy? What you see later is our past, but your future. But we're doing the present right now. Some crazy shit going on. You guys are living in the past. We're in the future. You know what I mean? We're going 88 miles an hour in a fucking DeLorean. Let's go. So we're going to get that out soon, now that the mosquitoes aren't crushing everybody.
Yeah. We have a projector. We have a screen.
We have two of them. We have two screens.
Okay.
My dad will beat your dad.
Tell me his true story. The move we have done a couple times, which is fucking awesome. Set up the projector and have it project to the hot tub lid and watch a movie while we're in the hot tub.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we watched, Pam and I watched the movie, a couple bottles of wine, sit down in the hot tub.
That is
one
nice.
night.
I like what you're doing there.
Another time back in the summer, we watched WrestleMania in the hot tub. Just sat there.
That probably gets you going.
It was fucking awesome.
Like, hey, would you like to get DDT'd right now?
It was a family night. Little Jerry, Charlotte. We're sitting in the hot tub.
The water was shared with some others.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't.
It was
in April. It wasn't in the summertime.
Okay.
But we sat there and watched WrestleMania in the hot tub because the hot tub lid, when it folds up, is just a white flat thing.
Yeah.
And you could zoom your projector so it just fits it fucking perfect.
That's a nice move.
Dude, the movie night with the wife and a couple bottles of wine.
Candace really wants a hot tub.
What are you waiting for?
I got to fix the other stuff in this house. I just gutted this house a year ago, and she wants it,
it's been like 2 years.
Fucking designer home and, whatever, tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it's a woman for you.
Yeah, but I can't do it because, first off, I'm going to tear down that deck in the porch and rebuild all that, plus a huge patio. So once I get to there, then I actually land the hot tub on something.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much electric I got left. That's the other thing. This house only has like 150, I think. Fruit flies. You been having fruit flies in your house? They've been bad at mine.
No. You sometimes, but not right now, no.
Too many bananas.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
What else is going on out there? What else? So we got Kale's show, October
9th. The day after my birthday. Yeah.
Okay. And we'll be there. We'll be square.
We'll be on the
on the show. That's pretty much our big break. After that, we'll probably blow up. It's no big deal. We're still going to be around here for you guys. That will be pretty cool.
It's going to be fun.
It's during the week, too, so I'm going to make it very business-like. I'm going to go up there, I'm going to get it in, and I'm going to go right to him.
Are you?
I'm going to get it.
You got to. People got to. Actually, Pam's taking off the next day.
Is she?
So,
you guys got a hotel and shit?
We're going to come home, but so that's the next day is October 10th. October 10th evening is the last night to work on Float. So she's going to do an all-nighter on the 10th, pretty much, to get Float finished.
Let's lose some viewers here. Kamala or Trump?
Trump, 100%.
Yeah. Now, look, here's the thing. Kamala, come on. If you watch her talk, you're just like, ugh. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like a coworker that you can remember.
Yeah.
That was full of shit.
Yeah.
But, always smiling, but also would dime you out right behind your back and be like, I don't know. They gave it to me. I don't know. And then Trump, honestly, I would say best for securing some democracy. Do I agree with everything? No.
No.
Do I wish that people like Robert Kennedy Jr.? Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's such a great.
You take Trump,
dude.
right? You take Trump, much better. Then Robert up there, that's the guy that is an actual complete man who can control it better.
So that's how shit is so fucked up behind the curtain, because you have a level-headed person that they just pushed out.
Yeah.
Like, they won't let him do shit, and he's the most level-headed fucking dude out there. And he's a Democrat. Yeah. So it doesn't even matter if you're Democrat or Republican. He's common sense, level-headed, all the great things, and the establishment said, no, fuck you.
Yeah, I think Trump needs to get in just for both sides. I think to kind of kick out everyone that came in that is essentially being run by something else. Like,
Yeah.
there needs to be people in there that have some souls and some morals, right? Kick everybody out. That way, even if you're a Democrat, when you get your guy in there, at least it's not set up for, the invisible hand is just to slide in and be like, nah, this is what you do.
That's the whole thing. I don't have to hear names or know things. All I have to know is from 2016 to 2020, things are pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Saved a lot of money. Things were cheap. And then from 2021 to now, it's not. Like, end of discussion, right?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Anyway, enough of that.
Anyway, I'm going to conserve and lit my semi-spray. Send some on my menu way just to blow your men away.
You didn't even know Tom had bars like that.
I got bars, dude. I mean, for real. Like, the things I could tell you, the permissions I was given, back in my college days on the football field,
So, have you ever woke up in the middle of the night and think it's like a one time and it's not?
The one time?
Like, you think it's like a certain time, but it's really not that time. So,
no, early you do that.
2 nights ago, I swear I heard my alarm go off. I just woke up and was like, fuck, it's fucking 4 a.m. already. Damn, I'm tired. Walked out, took the dog outside. I always go outside with my dog in the morning. I take a leak outside with him, like a proper man. So, went outside, took a leak, came back in, started making coffee, and I looked at the clock, and it was fucking 10:34 p.m. Like, I have no idea how this happened. So, there's two sides. One, I was like, this is fucking crazy. Two, I was so excited because I had a whole night of sleep ahead of me.
Blessing.
Dude, I was like, let's get back in fucking bed.
When you fall asleep, you wake up like, what's it, like 3 or 4? Like, I got like an hour. You went like, it's only 10? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Yeah.
I fell asleep hard.
So
the only times I've ever done that is when I took Adderall in college, which I used to take, prescribed, no big deal. 30 milligrams twice or 3 times a day. And I would fall asleep from being up all night because it's meth, and I would sleep all day, and I'd wake up at night, like you said. A few times I grabbed all my shit. I'm like, wait. What fucking time is it?
That's crazy. It's such a weird feeling. It's almost like, have you ever woke up on the weekend when you were a kid thinking it's a school day? Did you ever do that?
I've gotten ready.
Yeah,
I've gotten ready. I can remember a few Saturdays getting ready and be like, that's crazy. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I can also remember one time looking for my backpack, and I actually missed the bus looking for it. And this tells you how bad of a student I was. That shit was on my back because I had no books in it, okay?
And you're nothing in it. Like, where's my glasses? Oh, they're on your fucking face, stupid.
I've done that one, yeah. Well, like, if you wear your sunglasses enough, then everything looks normal, You're like, oh, shit, they're on my face. Yeah, no, I've done that one before. I remember one time watching Saved by the Bell, and I remember that line, as the bus drives by, and my bus right by the house, right
just
by
on
the
cue,
just on cue. I was like, "That's a sign. I'm staying home today." I skipped a lot. I would get winter depression. I skipped school a lot. Mostly,
I never skipped school.
No,
nope.
I think
never
when I was in
it.
high school. Let's just go to high school. I mean, I also skipped in middle school and 5th and 6th grade. You had 35 days, I believe it was, and I took all of them.
Jesus Christ.
And once football season was over, because you had to be in school, to play and practice. I would skip like every Friday. I would just get like depression days where I'm like, I can't go in, which makes sense to me now. I still get the same things where I just days I don't want to do it. Like I get like, especially winter depression, It is too much. It's a prison. You're there 5 days a week.
Sounds like an awful lot of crime.
Everyone's telling, hey man, like, let me just get it out. Everyone's telling you what to do. It's fucking boring. The person teaching you, maybe she don't even like her life. She's not really adding that much value.
She probably don't.
Also, I would start at 5th and 6th grade. I would skip, not as much, because back then they would call the house and leave a message. Then once we got the answer machine, I could turn it off. And there was all kind of trickery.
But now you can't do it because, like,
what happened?
You would immediately get a text that says, hey, your kid wasn't in school today. Like, right away.
My mom had a talk with me, and she said, look, I know you're skipping school, but I didn't do it like 35 days sounds a lot, but it's an entire year. It's like not really that much.
It's literally once a week. That's a lot.
Okay. I mean, but they wouldn't all come every week. There might have been,
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
All right, whatever. So she talked to me. She said, look, it's a lot. But I was doing a lot. All the sports, all the after schools,
Right.
all the school. Like, can I get a moment? And maybe some of those were half days. I would go until like lunch. Like a lot of times in middle school, I wouldn't even go. Like my 8th grade year, I didn't even go until like lunch. I think that was part of depression. Part of winter depression not helping. So I did not skateboard into town and get in there. And but she talked to me. She's like, I know you're skipping. So once I got the permission, I didn't abuse it. I just didn't have to worry about getting in trouble. She would come in. She's like, did you go to school today? I'm like, I didn't go to school today. No.
That's so fucking weird. Hey,
and that's my campfire story.
You grew up in the neighborhood I live in now, for at least a portion of your life.
Yeah, whatever, dude. The house that my parents lost in front of you, that's fine. Because every time I drive up, no, it's a great experience. Thanks for bringing it up.
I'm going to sell that house, hopefully.
What?
I've always must have bad juju in that house because that couple is getting divorced, or they are divorced, I should say.
Oh, you're saying we had bad juju in that house?
I say the house is bad juju. Let me stop you
there. I've talked to Matt about this. I said, what if it ever came up that we could buy our house back? I always thought about that. What if I could get my mom?
The guy that lives there, his name's Matt, too.
Oh, jeez.
I'm crazy.
So I always thought, like, what if I can get my mom's house back? It hasn't been
It's the one straight across from me.
Yeah.
Straight, directly across, not the one at, like, 2 o'clock.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What if I get the house back?
Do it. Buy. He's Gary to sell it.
How much?
Probably cheap because he don't want to fix it up.
How much? We talking?
In the 300s?
Gosh, man. It's crazy, right?
I mean, fixed up is 4 or something.
Yeah. Okay. So
anyway,
in the 3s, what are we talking about for a mortgage? 3,000?
No, not that high.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, yes. We're probably right around 28, 29. Yeah, probably.
It is crazy to think I could talk to my brother. I could talk to my mom, but like, hey, I have a chance to get that house back.
Right.
Does that bring Dad back?
I don't think.
You guys fucked up.
I don't think it's healthy.
You don't. That's. It's not healthy. I don't know. I had a lot of memories.
I feel like it's moving backwards.
And I did talk to my mom. She said, I don't even know if I'd go back in.
Yeah, I think it's moving backwards. Yeah.
That's
personal, but I mean, that's just me.
We live in the Northeast Corridor, which is really fast paced. Fuck it. And that's their motto. So
well, really, what I wanted to ask was back then in the neighborhood, was there ever any weirdos in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdos. Well,
weirdo adults.
As you would worry about.
Yeah, like just like, man, something ain't right with old Charlie. Yeah, Charlie's off.
I'll tell you, there was a guy. Honestly, the neighborhood was good because it got built at the same time, so everyone was of the same age.
Gotcha.
So it's all young parents that moved from up north. Everybody, like a lot of people, were from Newcastle.
Right.
We were the first wave to come down.
Yeah.
That was the only neighborhood here. There wasn't a bunch of neighborhoods. That was the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, that was the new one.
That was the new one. That was the only one. So there was a guy that lived. So if you drive, instead of taking the left, you take the right and you go all the way down. Well, there used to be there was a few less houses there, and we used to have a bunch of dirt jumps and everything. But there was a guy that lived in the house right up, like if you went up the. They also touched Woods Corner Road.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that guy was weird, and he did not like us driving the bikes through the yard. Well, the one lady, his neighbor, was cool. She's like, hey, I don't want you guys on the road. You guys have started to make a trail through my yard. Great. Just keep riding it. It was right next to the fence. So she was cool about it.
Nice.
The other neighbor was really weird. Like, he must have been like a Vietnam net or a wacko or something, because he, one time, I can remember, was riding his 10-speed around me, right? I'm like, and the way he was, you knew something was off. He's like, yeah, I'm making smoke signals right now. Like, saying a bunch of weird shit. And then,
fucking Charlie.
He was saying some weird shit, man. And then, so then I rode, it was right in front of the house. I went in the house, told my dad, and that was lights out for that. So he got in the car, drove right down there, and I don't know what happened from there, but I did not have any problems.
Never saw him again.
I never saw him again. We did not have any interactions.
Do you think you killed him?
No, but my dad did not. I'm the opposite of my dad and my brother. They had a fucking switch, whereas my brother has a fucking switch.
Yeah.
My dad had I'll go all the fucking way right now. Like, whoa, bitch, easy.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. Like, I don't know. Those two I don't know what the fuck they got in them, but I have it for like sports and stuff, but I can control it. They got the fucking, I don't know. My dad would literally like, I mean, if you want, like, sometimes, like with my brother, sometimes he don't get sarcasm. I would have to tell people, like, you can't joke with him. He will fight you.
Yeah.
Like, he don't get sarcasm. If he takes it personal, he has a fuck it switch. He'll fight you in all, like, what is a good time right now?
Yeah.
He will ruin it all.
Like Tuesday at
he will
3
shut it
p.m.
the fuck down, like, ASAP. You know what I mean? Like, they got something different. So, whatever, I'm shook him up, whatever. So,
maybe he's buried down there.
I don't fucking know.
Maybe
that guy was weird. There was everyone else actually was cool. I mean, what's is cool now? Like the property that I owned with the Johnsons, you know, they were my neighbors right behind. If you're staring at the back of my house to the left, they live on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
There was the Johnsons. I own the property with them in Laurel now.
Oh, okay.
They're my backyard rednecks. Then we had Charlie that lived next to us. The guy that lives next to the left of the house now. It was a very short period. I was already moved out, but what time he came in, and then the cul-de-sac was fun. And then there was other people. Yeah, the whole neighborhood, luckily, was all cool. And any trouble that I got in, I deserved because So back then, that was the neighborhood, and we fucked it up all the time. There was no lights.
Yeah.
So it was dark. We used to, fuck up mailboxes. There's a guy that we good.
Yeah.
One of the famous stories in there that you may hear one time is we put dish detergent inside the guy who has a fountain, and we put it inside there, and it bubbled all up and everything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's good old-fashioned fun, though.
Ornery. They were bored.
That's not malicious.
Yeah.
You didn't ruin anything.
It was cool as a kid. That's probably why I'm in construction, too, is, we were one of the first houses built. So every house I got built, I got free nails, free lumber. I built all the ramps, all the forts,
I do remember one time stealing wood from somebody and making a ramp. And I was out jumping on it. We're all jumping on this ramp off our bikes. And my mom was like, "Where did you get the wood from?" And I was like, "Oh, I just took it behind that house right there." And she was so fucking pissed. She said, "You're a thief. You stole, that was somebody's wood." And in my mind, I was like, "No, it was just laying there." So I just took it. But it was somebody's shit.
Yeah.
Just laying behind the house. And I was like, "Oh, cool. We'll take this."
We used to get in the dumpsters all the time.
Oh, that's the best.
We'd go diving in the dumpsters and get all the free shit we wanted, man. All the lumber, everything, for throw away so much stuff. And back in that cul-de-sac, they have back then. Most builders could have two lots where they could dump all their wood, and then when we filled up, dude, such a crazy 2 lots. They would put the trash in, but when it filled with water, we had a swimming hole. And I can remember stepping on nails and shit.
I swear to God, it triggered a memory in my mind, a little bit more disgusting.
Well, of course, you're up north in Newcastle.
Where Mark used to live, in this apartment complex, and
what, Fox Run?
No, it was Admiral's Club.
Admiral's Club.
Yeah, it's up in for real Newark.
Yeah.
So anyway, where the apartment complex's dumpsters were in like this cove, right? That's surrounded by like retaining walls. Well, it would rain, and it would around the dumpsters would fill up with water. And I remember us being outside, and the fucking neighborhood kids were swimming in that dumpster juice fucking rainwater.
Ugh.
Now, I didn't, Mark didn't, but I remember, and I'm young, I remember thinking, like, that's fucking disgusting. Like, there's like, that's dumpster juice, trash water, rainwater, and you're in there fucking walking around.
Does the front of your neighborhood, the front of the yard still flood?
Mine doesn't. Yours does.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was so fun. We get the boogie boards out, and that was a fun one.
Yeah, but that's clean.
That's clean.
Just regular rainwater.
I also grew up. Wheatley's Pond was my swimming hole. We spent a lot of time in Wheatley's Pond.
How about you swam in Lake Como too, right?
No.
You ever swam in the pond?
No, I mean, for the most part, I was in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
If I went in town, then no, I was at the Smyrna pool.
Gotcha.
I don't even think I knew there was a beach until I was much older. I never went in a Lake Drive until I got to like 5th or 6th. I was in middle school until I met Stuart and those guys.
Oh, okay.
I met them from stealing a golf cart.
Oh, nice. From Garrison's?
Yeah, I mean, you meet people different ways. So we found out that there was a hidden spot that and the old tree farm was being used to hide a golf cart, and our friend Kellen knew about it. So he took us there. We found the golf cart, and we started driving around. Well, that's how, like, it's so crazy back then, like, how, like, kids are just hiding shit around town.
Yeah.
And this town was small, dude. Like, there wasn't a lot. So we're a bunch of farm-ass kids just, like, just a country kids just going around stealing dumb shit and hiding in places. So we go to a tree farm, and we find this golf cart. Well, eventually, we get found out, and I think I can remember meeting Danny as part of that process, and then eventually, like, I can remember, like, one of the first times I met Stuart, his uncle and him were in a car, and they, like, ran me off at Lake Drive where the new part is now, because I had my 3-wheeler in there.
Oh, okay.
Shout out 250R, no big deal. She, like, ran me off out of there, and then eventually, like, through that, somehow we came back together and started becoming friends.
That's a nice story.
So there's a lot in there. Back when Brett, we were friends with the Gassens, obviously. We had a crazy times. Dude, I'm telling you, we got to get Brett in here because very weird growing up.
Yeah.
Now, Brett his dad's house is very fun and very cool. They had a half pipe.
Oh,
legit half pipe. All right.
Hell yeah.
They had zip lines. They had the Lake Massey Mill.
That's like Richie Rich type shit.
It felt like that, but also his family, even if they did have money, they didn't spend it like that. Like, his dad would go to, like, the commissary for all the food and have a big, like, we ate, like, frozen breakfast. Like, he just had all this shit that cost pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
He went to play it against sports or, like, Salvation Army for all whatever sport you want to play, we had it. But because he would go to, like, Salvation Army, just buy all, like, hockey sticks and that.
Right.
So
You had
for
everything.
20 kids to come over. But his dad was never there. His dad was older, so he's flying to Florida all the time to meet his girlfriend. I was allowed out. Like, I didn't have a curfew. Once I got to middle school, I really did not have a curfew. Stuart didn't have a curfew,
Trouble.
So there was a few of us that met together, like, so you can play all hours? I was like, and you can play all hours?
Yeah. Oh.
And that just, like,
yeah.
So imagine, like, a bunch of rugrats, a bunch of kids who aren't assholes, but very ornery, and, boys. We have a half pipe, zip line, the boat, the go-karts, with the a fucking skateboard wheel as the fucking clutch, and it was just the center of, like, this madness that was very fun, and we had no rules and nobody was watching us, and we grew up in a small town just in the perfect time,
right,
where we might just take the car down the fucking road. You know what I mean? One person could drive. It was very crazy times.
That's awesome.
So we could get him in here for a lot of stories. It was just a weird meshing of, like,
it was the perfect time.
It was the perfect storm of a couple of pack rats that didn't have curfews and that weren't assholes. So we all became good friends, and we just, like, whenever we decided, like, we'd film crazy movies throughout the land. We'd film these crazy movies as the computers were getting better. We'd have these crazy ass hoedowns. It's just like wild. It was
Not
just
the fucking hoedown.
Just wild times, man.
Oh, Christ almighty.
That's the sigh of Jerry's getting ready to wrap this up.
Well,
I got shit to do. My painter's
time.
probably wondering where I'm at. I got to finish his basement. I got to get him over my house to finish some trim in my house.
One last thing. You just bought this badass tent for the hunting property.
Yes, sir.
Canvas?
Canvas.
Canvas
Kodiak
tent.
Canvas. 10 by 10.
With a wood stove.
With a wood stove. Come on.
When are you going to have it put up?
I don't know. As soon as your mom's getting ready. She just text me her schedule now. Just let me know when she'll be down there.
Cool.
No, so this week, it would have been this weekend, but Kansas' sister is coming up, so we're going to entertain them.
Bitch.
I fucking
She
know.
listen to this show?
She does.
Candace's sister,
you're
fucking up, bud.
She loves Matt Mathews. She's crazy about that shit.
Everybody does.
Yeah, so I'll get the tent set up. So I went there and bought it. First off, it was $700 for the tent and the stove. The stove itself is probably, I think they're like $5.99 at Cabela's.
For real?
The wood stove?
Holy shit!
Yeah, with the pipe, all the stuff you need. I think it's like $5.99, dude.
I know.
For
I
a
know
wood
that,
stove.
I know the tents are over 1,000.
That tent is $800 for the 10 by 10.
Okay.
I was looking at the 12 by 12.
Yeah.
That is 1,000.
Yeah.
And the 10 by 10 came up. I was like, whatever. So $700 for, and he just bought it last year.
Oh, so it's not even beat up or anything.
No, it's brand new. Used it one time.
No
it was
shit.
set up when I got there. It was very nice.
Oh, he had it set up?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It was
dude.
very nice. We took it down together. I said it was a perfect guy to buy it from. He had other camping shit too, so you could tell you knew what he was doing. And so essentially I bought I got $100 off the tent and got a free wood stove with it.
That's a great way to look at it. But
It's a very good way.
I can't wait till you get it put up. I want to go down and see it. I need to go see the property. I would love for the boys to go camping.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice to just be like, yeah, it's already set up. It's all everything's in there. It's all set up. Like
Let's
we're
go
ready to
down.
rock.
What can I contribute to it?
You could contribute nothing.
Okay, cool.
Just bring yourself. I tell you, well, the problem with you coming down is you don't have anything to ride, do you?
No, Jerry does. I don't.
Jerry does. Yeah, I mean,
I just want to come down and chill.
Not that you need it, so
come down and chill and hunt.
Yeah, you don't need it. I mean, actually, if we tell Brett to bring down, I think he has an extra 4-wheeler or side-by-side. You guys could ride together. The kids could ride off. But, yeah, if you come down in the evening, we're just going to chill. So now...
Yeah, that's the thing. What's wrong with just sitting around a fire?
That's what I can't wait for.
And then go hunting the next day.
It's just wake up in the morning and just go out there and boom, boom.
Yeah.
I think that spot right now is going to be the best in the evening.
Yeah, well, that's even better. So you can sleep in, get up, have your coffee, make a cool breakfast, relax all day, go out in the afternoon, do some deer hunting.
Yeah, because I think that spot right now is like the sleep haven of all that area. So I think the evening time is like,
good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's make it happen. So let's go on and get about the day. Hopefully you get some good footage, good content alligator hunting this weekend.
Yep.
I'm excited about that. And hopefully next week when you see me on the show, I have all my hands.
Yep. And we'll go ahead and get out there, grab that pumpkin spice, and go fuck yourself.
See.